That bitch from Canada, I think she from the city. Yep, I Uber everywhere. Pre-rolls in the Ville. Hey.
So I'm curious to see what his actual zombie awards are.
So what is going on, guys? I'm Black Ops Amazing. Welcome back to another video on the channel where today I am hosting the Call of Duty Zombies Awards. That's right, the official.
I love that.
Maybe it's not official, but I've put together a bunch of categories from
with this dude
best
so hard.
in-game music, best pack-a-punch camo, best perk system, hardest map, easiest maps, best cutscenes, along with a load of other ones as well. And of course, the final category will be best game, which I don't really think there needs to be too much guessing as to who that is.
The best game.
Here we are, the
Take a guess.
2021
Take a
End of
wild
Year
guess.
Awards
Take a
for
wild
Call of
guess.
Duty Zombies. Even though we're
I'm
actually
thinking.
now in
I'm
2022,
thinking.
let's just forget
think
that part
long
as
and
well.
hard.
Anyway, so it is
think
only
long and
Treyarch's
hard.
Zombies games that apply to this because that is what I'm most familiar with. If I brought in all of the other studios, Sledgehammer's and Infinity Ward's versions, there would be so much to go through. And for some categories, we're going to be talking about maps specifically, and for others, those awards will just go towards a singular game. So for example, on Pack-a-Punch camos, I can't award that category to a game because we have multiple
Vanguard wins that one.
different camos in multiple maps, whereas a category such as best gameplay or mechanics, that can go towards a singular game because every map on it, for the most part, will have the same mechanics. So let's get straight into this, and we are kicking off with our first category, which is best music.
Chat, before he announces it, what do you think is the best music? I mean, in my opinion, the best music is it's not usually the one that's most listened to, but it kind of is. I don't know if he's meaning this by specific song or is it specific game. Let's see what he says.
Now, I've always said the earlier days of zombies, so from World at War 2 Black Ops 1,
of course the earlier days
those
has
are my
to win.
two
It's going to be
favorite games
pre-BO2
for zombie songs. Even though everything on here is opinion based, I feel like this one
I
is
say,
especially
I
because
would
everyone has
personally say
different tastes in
BO1.
music, but I do also think
IW is an honorable
World at War
mention
and
though
Black
for
Ops
me.
1 had
IW
the
has
best zombie
great
songs.
sounds.
Black Ops 2 also did a pretty good job. It was really
BO2
after that, so BO3, 4 and Cold War, where I wasn't a massive fan of the music in any of those maps. But as for what the best Call of Duty Zombies song is overall, for me, this goes to Lullaby.
Okay, so it's a specific song. That's cool. Honestly, chat, my favorite song is probably Snakeskin Boots. I gotta be real. That song is fucking lit. Shepherd of Fire is also insane. But something about Snakeskin Boots is just...
I have a dead man in Verrupt. Not only do I think it was the best, but it's strange that this was also one of the very first zombie songs we ever had. I don't know what it is about this song specifically. It's very hardcore. It fits the theming of Verrupt, which is more horror than.
But in terms of like the classics, honestly, I would say Shepherd of Fire,
Giant, for example.
Won't back down, Eminem, boys. That's my favorite song.
I chose it because everybody has their different tastes in music. Anyway, next up in the Call of Duty Zombies Awards, we are looking at the best perk system.
I would not be surprised if he says Cold War here. I would not be surprised.
This category is going towards a game, not a specific map. Now, from World at War to Black Ops 3, the perk system in those games were the same. It then changed in Black Ops 4, it changed again in Treyarch's next game, Cold War, and now in their most recent one, Vanguard, we've also got a new one. But as for what the best perk system out of the bunch is, I also don't think there's going to be many arguments when I give this one to Black Ops Cold War. We have the ability to upgrade our perks. Each one had 5 different upgrades. This also gave us more to do with
it is my personal favorite perk system.
If you were looking
I
at
know a
what
lot
the
of people
worst
think
perk
this is
system was,
boring,
I would probably give that to Black Ops 4.
I give it to
Vanguard's
Cold War,
is
bro.
very
Cold War's
simple, but it's nowhere near as bad as BO4's. But that's not what we're looking at.
It's
We're looking
fun
at the best
playing
perk system, and it's hands down Cold War.
Yeah,
Next up, we are looking at the best Pack-a-Punch camo, and this award
goes to Vanguard.
Goes to Origins. There were many that came close. The Rise and Draca has multiple different Pack-a-Punch camos. Mob of the Dead is very cool, but there was just something about Origins that stands out above the rest. The kind of neon fluorescent,
it is a
glowing
cool
blue,
camo,
the animation of it. So yeah, the
I would probably say red, to be honest.
Next up, we are looking at the best design of machines we have in games. So for example,
Cold War or Shadows? Chat. Cold War. I'm saying Cold War. Best like perk machines, Cold War, easily.
String all of these into one. The best design of the Pack-a-Punch machine, the mystery box,
or
perk machines, etc. This is a difficult one to do because we have certain maps that have a good-looking mystery box, but then a plain-looking.
Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, that's
the one
true.
map, in my opinion, that has both of these, and also coincidentally looks better than all of the rest, is Shadows of Evil. The design of the Pack-a-Punch machine itself is okay, but when you place your weapon in it and the
that Easter egg, what the fuck? Oh my god, that just unlocked a hidden memory in my brain.
Comes out, grabs it. That's the coolest way of Pack-a-Punching I've seen, and the mystery box in this map fits some of the whole.
Yeah, the mystery box in Shadows is so
a close one was the Mob of the Dead mystery box, although that map just has a normal looking Pack-a-Punch machine. And Origins was another close one.
Yeah, it's weird that Mob's Pack-a-Punch is the original one,
which
you would think it would be different.
The design of the mystery box. I think it was very close, but Shadows of Evil just takes this one for me. Next, we're looking at both the hardest and easiest maps. Going through these.
Hardest map, Shangri-La. Easiest map, Revelations. No, easiest map, D-Machine. Easiest map, D-Machine. I gotta say it. It has to be D-Machine.
Too quickly, the hardest for me is 5. I suppose this one just depends on how good you are at the game.
I agree with that.
For everyone, 5 is at least going to come near to the top of your lists. The reimagined version we got in Black Ops 4 Classified is a lot easier. One map that did come close was the Rook.
Shang is not the hardest, but it's the hardest for me,
on that map, it's not too bad. However, 5 is also cramped. It's very
He's either going to say Rev or D-Machine.
Hard map. And as for the easiest map, I could have given this one to any of the ones in Black Ops Cold War. This doesn't necessarily mean those maps are easy if they were put on harder games like BO4, 3, 2, 1. But you have to take everything into consideration. Black Ops Cold War is just an easier game to play. So that combined with the maps, this award could have gone to any on that game. So I'm going to give it to D-Machine. But again, it could
Chad, I'm guessing all of them.
I think
let's go.
Is considerably easier than
boys.
Any other one we've got.
I would say the same thing. D-Machine as well.
COD Zombies Awards, and the next category we're looking at is the best looking map.
Oh, best looking. Oh my god. I don't know what he's gonna say. Chat, what do you think is the best looking? I always say Shang is beautiful as fuck. Shadows of Evil though, man, I don't know. IDK. I think he's gonna say Shadows.
Pleasing. Now, this one for me was a choice between 2 different maps, both on Black Ops 3, and that was either Shadows of Evil or Horizon Dracker. You could have also included Gorod Karovi into this. Revelations isn't too bad looking either. I think
Rev is beautiful. I thought he was gonna say Rev.
I'm gonna give it to Horizon Dracker. The snowy castle in the Austrian mountains, the giant lying broken in the background in the town, the design of both the inside
that's the first one I did not get.
The blue tint that this map has
that's shocking.
Element 115. Not to mention how good the dragon heads look.
I would have said like
really
Rev,
is a beautiful map. Shadows of Evil was very close. The city,
one of
kind
those
of 80s neon vibe you get. But I'm going to say this is a close one to Horizon Dracker. However, let me know which one you would pick. In
it is, I'd say, the best
a different map.
looking map that's like the
giant, again goes towards a whole game, not a map. It is best overall gameplay / mechanics.
God, we talk about this shit all the time, chat. I mean, it's BO3 or Cold War. Right?
And I don't know if this will surprise a lot of people or not.
Or BO1.
Going towards Black Ops Cold War. Now, I'm not the best zombies player.
I agree. No, I agree with this. Cold War has some of the best mechanics in all zombies for gameplay.
But when you combine everything, the ability to upgrade basically everything.
It is
weapons,
perfect for casuals as well, which is why I'm so in support of it.
It's sometimes unfair to compare newer games to older games because tech over time.
But yeah, I'd say BO3 is also up there
feels
as well.
To play on Cold War, it's more satisfying. It feels.
I still can't believe there's a fucking Doritos ad in Forsaken. Can we get an L in the chat for that, please? Why?
Killing zombies.
What? So why is there advertising in fucking zombies?
Next up, we have the best cutscene.
I have a controversial opinion on this. Honestly, I say Zetsubo. Zetsubo's cutscene for me is still one of my favorites. GK's is also up there. Oh, Blood's cutscene as well. You know what? I'll say Blood. I'm actually gonna root for Blood for once in my life.
Very difficult
I'll
one
say
just
Blood.
because there are so many great.
I'm gonna say Blood, GK, or Zet.
Recent times, but from BO2 to BO4, there are lots I could have chosen. The Gorod Karovi intro, the Blood of the Dead ending. Even the intro in that map's good. However, this
I'm gonna say Blood
goes to the Giant.
What?
This cutscene.
Okay, that's an L. There's no way we're giving this one to a fucking Giant. Are you out of your mind? What?
Seeing Primus Richtofen step out of the teleporter and kill his himself, that was a massive.
I mean, yeah, it was cool, but the best cutscene, really? I don't think so.
Massive shock factor. I saw Primus Richtofen bend down over his dead body and do something, but we didn't find out exactly what it was he did until quite a long time after. It left a lot of room for theories. It is a very good cutscene. We also saw Primus and Ultimus on screen together for the first time, although not every single character. And for what the Giant was in BO3, it was just a bonus map. The Giant isn't complicated, it's relatively simple and small.
You know what's sad, chat? That Classified is not the best cutscene, and you have to play 150 fucking rounds to see it. It's sad as hell. Like, it really should have been, but it just isn't.
So to even get a cutscene for it, let alone for it to be the best one, there is no doubt in my mind it doesn't deserve it. The next award is for the best characters. Now, considering I've recently...
Okay, best characters. I know JC would say Chaos. For me, Mob, chat? I really like Mob's characters. I'm saying Mob. I think the World of War
done a zombies character.
I think he's going to say Mob.
You've seen that video.
That's my guess. I think he's going to say Mob.
About it, but the best crew for me is Primus, Richtof and Takyoni Flying Dempsey. Ultimus come very close.
Boo. I don't like Primus. Primus is number one. I don't agree.
But also some other great crews like the Mob of the Dead characters, the 5 crew, but I think...
That is such a vanilla take, but
and then getting towards the end, 2 more categories that are very similar to each other. Best storyline and best Easter egg.
Okay, best storyline in the map? I think I have a controversial opinion on this, but dude, I really like Shang. Shang's storyline was one of my favorite because it's so simple and concise. It's very easy to understand. You don't have to learn a fucking massive story about it. But for best Easter egg, I think it really just depends on what you mean by that. Because honestly, I like Mob's Easter egg because it's easy. I like Origin's Easter egg as well. So I think it really just... Let's see.
The best storyline, I am going to award to Blood of the Dead. I was going to give this to...
Fair. Honestly, that would be my second pick, to be honest. Blood of the Dead for story.
For reasons I want to explain in a different way.
Alpha Omega for story? That's a big L. No way. Alpha Omega for the story? No.
I'm going to give it to Blood of the Dead, just because
Thank God
so
he gave it to Blood. Thank
involved. God. The Shadow Man, Brutus,
Blood had a good story.
the Warden, the Primus crew, the Transit
Alpha Omega,
especially,
please
also
no.
the OG Mob of the Dead characters,
Please
who had a big
not
part to play in the story. Nikolai taking the lead from Richtofen in the end, and
Yeah.
obviously in that
Blood
ending
was fun,
scene,
man.
we all saw what happened to Richtofen. That was
Yeah.
extremely sad. There are so many things you can factor into
Craig
as
wrote
to
a
why
Bible
I
for
think
character
Blood of
quotes
the
on
Dead
Blood.
has the best
Yeah.
story, and something
Or
very
you mean
similar
for
to
Alpha
that is the
Omega?
best Easter egg. And this one for me, again, might be surprising.
I know, but it's still not good. Okay, let's see what he says for Easter egg.
But I'm giving this to Moon. There were a couple...
Ooh! I guess what he's ranking this off of is like not the steps itself, but like how cinematic of an Easter egg it is. So I would say, yeah, that's cool. That's a W. In terms of cinematics, is there anything more cinematic than Moon's Easter egg? Maybe Buried's Endgame? Maybe. Probably not even. Like DE last gen.
Couple of maps that came close.
Way more cinematic.
But for the overall Easter egg, I'm giving this award to Moon. One, because of the time that this took place. You have to remember that this
Very
was on Black Ops
true.
1 back in 2010 or 2011 this would have released. Still relatively
People
in the
were not
early
expecting
days
this.
for zombies. To
It was
see
a
something
massive
like us
leap.
blowing up Earth, that was special. The
Yeah,
Easter egg
it was a
itself, the
massive leap
revelations,
forward.
what we learn, Samantha and Richtofen switching bodies inside of the MPD.
Yeah, it
after
was
completing
so
that Easter
cool
egg,
seeing
not only
all
did
that for the
icon
first
of
time.
the zombies. This all happened. And blowing up the Earth was something that needs to happen. No, I didn't.
The fuck?
And then our final 2 categories before we get
What
to
the
the
homie
best
just
game.
say?
The first one, the best enemy. That award goes to Brutus. And
What? I didn't even get to say it. Really? Would you say Brutus is the best enemy? Brutus Mob of the Dead. I would honestly make an effort to say that, yeah, I agree with chat, honestly. It's either the Margwa, the Panzer, or even the Megaton from D Machine. I really like the Megaton from D Machine. It was one of my favorite bosses. Because it's actually hard.
the
It's
best
not,
boss fight. I'm probably going
that boss fight, Meth. But if we're talking Treyarch, I'm biased though. If we're talking Treyarch, I'm curious. Let's see what he says.
like the odd one out here, but I'm giving this to 9. Seeing those elephants come
Fair!
out.
I agree with that. Actually a fucking fair opinion. Fair. 9's boss fight is just incredible. It is. He's definitely ranking this off of cinematics. I agree. The 9 boss fight, you don't feel that type of adrenaline in zombies anymore. So I agree.
For the first time, I
said
can't
fire
lie, every time I see
base,
that, it
shut
trumps
the-
every other fight
Get
boss.
these
And then,
guys
the best enemy
out
is
of
Brutus.
here.
And what I mean by this is
Fire
enemies
base
that you can get by just playing the game.
fucking
You could have also given it to the Panzer. The Margwa is also very cool.
Get
But you will know
outta
Brutus, if
here.
you watch this channel, He's a regular. And that leads us to the final one, which is overall best zombies.
I mean, this one's obvious.
Game. I said at the beginning, you can more than likely guess which game this is going to go towards, and that's Black Ops 3. With everything I've gone through on this list, best looking map, best designs of pack-a-punch machines, perk machines, the best characters.
Man, chat, you know what'd be interesting? If Cold War had customs. If Cold War had customs, then it would actually be a debate, in my opinion. But if we're not talking customs, I think it's healthy. I think it's like a healthy split.
Also, a lot of other things on this list go towards BO3 as well, just because we had Zombies Chronicles.
Custom mutations.
Also goes to Black Ops 3 because Corrupt was on BO3. Yeah, everyone has their own opinions, but BO3 for me is the king of zombies. So there we go. The COD Zombies Awards for 2022. Let me know your thoughts in the
He's like me! I still think it's 2021.
If you have, drop a like rating, make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest videos on the channel, and as always, I will see you in the next one. Until
Dude, these are the Vanguard enjoyers. These 24 dislikes.